So, I just made a video a few minutes ago, but my phone ran out of memory space. Then I had to delete a few things. Pity, as the video was much far superior to what I probably have remaining. For today's video, I'll discuss how to power a punk society. I really should have not deleted what I had of the first video. I'm just so tired. Plus, I thought I would change things up for this video by exercising as well. These are a pair of 1 kilogram weights that I use to stop my laptop from overheating. Ironic that something used to make humans overheat as part of exercise can also be used to stop a laptop from overheating. The difference is the method. Humans have to lift a weight, or you can put a mere set of weights beneath your laptop so your laptop can breathe. Also, laptops are pretty fucking stupid if they overheat so much. Acer, Lenovo, Dell, all of the laptops ever created always overheat, and it's just so plain stupid. I'm tired. I thought I would exercise for this video, plus it fits my jumper here, my jacket, my Goku one. Training to beat Goku, or at least Krillin. I've worn this in many of my videos. So, here is a punk society. I am of course referring to steampunk, cyberpunk, dieselpunk, any type of society or technology that is punk themed. For those of you that don't know, I'll just stop using these. I'll just, stop using the 2 minutes. For those of you that don't know, a punk society, or punk, refers to an alternate version of present, or a potential or alternate version of future technology. For example, steampunk is an alternate version of the present or a potential future, where all technology has copied that of the old Edwardian era, hence everything being powered by steam, or everything being made out of gold, copper, platinum, aluminium, gold and sort of metals. Meanwhile, cyberpunk, it's much more like what you watched in Batman Beyond or in Blade Runner. A sort of dark dystopian city that's all dark and grim and gritty. Everything looks like it's 2 seconds from being Detroit Part 2. Speaking of Part 2, this might have to be a multi-part video, as this phone is pretty pathetic. It's a Samsung, it's just so pathetic. I will have to do this just so fast. I will begin. To start off, I'll talk about, and it's how to sustain or power a society, of which by using environmentally friendly forms of energy. I really should have stuck with my first video. I'm already cocking up. So to begin, steampunk. As I've already explained, steampunk implies everything is Edwardian themed. All the metals are either brass, copper, aluminium, or anything else that is golden or silvery and old-fashioned. To power such a society, I would suggest something better than biomass. You probably expected I would say biomass, as it is a thing you can burn, and thus it releases either smoke, or if it's used to burn to boil water, it releases both smoke and steam. But biomass, a plant has like 1 or 2% solar efficiency. A modern solar panel has around 20% solar efficiency. So instead of needing to cover an area of the Sahara as big as England to power the 21st century, instead you would need to cover the entire Sahara Desert in something like biomass plants. I had something else where I made it look like I've popped open a glass bottle of cola. I did actually, as I drank the cola a few days ago, the actual cola, I opened it up with my teeth, and to sort of trick you into thinking I did it on camera, in this case phone, I took a can, then refilled the glass, then made it look like it's new. But I'm tired, so I'll just use something else to make this video unique. Tesco, every little helps. So, to power a steampunk society, then of course you would need something to burn for power, such as biomass, but as biomass has such a tiny and pathetic amount of solar efficiency, and it takes so long to grow, it takes up far too much land, it's best you replace biomass with either algae biofuel, as it's the best of all biomass, plus wind and solar thermal. I found that solar thermal is around 75% solar efficiency, therefore 3.7 times better, more powerful than just solar. However, it can only be in the form of a power plant and can't be in the form of a panel. So to power a steampunk society, if you need something to burn, then algae for biofuel. Perhaps the species of algae that's been found to be 97% solar efficiency. Or perhaps a different type of biomass, for example rapeseed or a grass. If you need something more solid to burn, how the society can function, just like in the actual Edwardian era. There's no reason why it can't be changed, except to be more SJW and more modern. The next society, it's the classic, other than cyberpunk. It is the... I meant to say steampunk, but it is in fact the cyberpunk. The cyber society that has been shown in things like the film Blade Runner, or in the hyper-popular cartoon Batman, then Batman Beyond, Justice League Unlimited, or Superman. The 1990s or 2000s DC animated universe, primarily Batman Beyond. The type of society that is a city, highly densely populated, everything consists of large bulky buildings, mainly skyscrapers, big screens to advertise, everything is hyper-capitalist, and it's not very green or eco-friendly. But if you are to power this entire society with something not connected to fossil fuels, you could power it with something else that's not exactly renewable, but something far superior. Either thorium fission, as opposed to uranium fission, as thorium is 30 to around 200 times more powerful and 3 times more common, or perhaps the top tier of power in terms of what can power a society, nuclear fusion. I've already explained nuclear fusion in other videos, thank God. Also, you could perhaps, instead of nuclear fusion, use matter-antimatter collision. Just like it's considering that a matter-antimatter collision, or antimatter itself, is 50 times more powerful than that amount of material in fusion fuel. Or you can use a Kugelblitz black hole. Yes, a black hole can power something. A black hole such as a Kugelblitz or ball lightning, Kugelblitz being German, a Kugelblitz black hole can power a spaceship or be the propulsion for a spaceship. It can also power a spaceship in terms of energy. So if a black hole, or a Kugelblitz black hole, a ball lightning, can power a spaceship as well as give the spaceship propulsion, then it could also power a space station or a planet. My old research found a Kugelblitz black hole, it gives off around 10,000 times the amount of energy used up in the grid, but it dissipates after 3.5 years or something. But a YouTube channel called Isaac Arthur has in fact gone over other types of Google-Plit black holes, or other types of black holes, how they can also be used to sustain something. So for cyberpunk, I suggest either thorium fission, thorium nuclear fission, nuclear fusion, antimatter and matter collision, or just antimatter, or a black hole. Considering cyberpunk tends to use up a lot of energy, and occasionally it's more futuristic, there's entire spaceships, I suggest a black hole. But for more specific fuel, fusion. There's quintillions of watts in those tons of fusion. Well, the video's far too long. So stay tuned for part 2, where I will discuss Dieselpunk, a vampire society, be it in the time of the Victorian era or something more modern. And I'll see if I can squeeze in something else, perhaps how to power... I can think of something. How to power a society of people who like exercise. For the next video of the subject matter, I'll discuss how to power a society that is Dieselpunk, or a vampire society like Vampire the Masquerade, or something like a vampiric version of the Victorian era. So, to summarise, the steampunk society, even if it's global, a mixture of solar thermal and winds, as they are pretty easy to make, also cheap and powerful, and biomass, preferably algae biofuel, as it's by far the best, but also other things like perhaps a grass for something to burn as opposed to just a type of a fuel or just electricity. For cyberpunk, I suggest either thorium fission, thorium nuclear fission, nuclear fusion, antimatter and matter, or matter and antimatter collision, or just antimatter itself, or a black hole. Mainly a black hole to power a full society, and hydrogen isotope fusion, such as the fusion of the isotopes deuterium and tritium to fuel a spaceship. But if you have something like, if the spaceships are big enough, you can also power those with black holes. For tomorrow's video, for the next video, the subject matter, I'll do Dieselpunk, Noir, there's a third, and the Vampire Society, be it more Victorian era or more modern era, make it more modern, but vampiric as well. Also, I will link my Discord in the YouTube comment section. There's a good Discord, I have all sorts of things, I talk about many things. I primarily just upload videos from all over the internet, all over YouTube I mean. So, please feel free to join the Discord, and perhaps give me ideas for another video. Oh. Tesco. Maybe that helps. Also, happy summer 2019.